right thing by his own children. He put his own children at risk by dealing with multiple women, because you don't know what spells or curses, hexes, or anything that they're doing in order to get your children to go astray. You might not see it right now. It may not happen until later on in life, because this is how demonic altars work. But when you're dealing with people who will overlook these things because they just think it's funny. Let's play devil's advocate for a moment before we move on. Let's play devil's advocate for a quick moment. Oh, he took money from Zeus, that's why, and then if he ever came out and said something else other than Junior being a child, they gonna off him. Did y'all just hear yourself? He took money. Where did the Bible give any man a license to sin? Let's go back. So you get to do whatever the fuck you want to do according to y'all, and it's okay. Let's get this out right quick. I know y'all ain't gonna watch this.
The internet didn't just wake up today, it woke up, tripped over its own shoelaces, face planted into a pile of boiling tea, screamed, rebooted, and then came back begging for more chaos because Chrisean and Blueface have officially turned social media into the biggest, wildest, loudest circus act of the decade. And not a classy circus either, no. This is the kind with broken spotlights, missing safety nets, clowns beefing backstage, and elephants running loose because someone accidentally left the gates open. Every app you opened today looked like a digital WWE ring. Instagram, folding chairs flying. Twitter, horns honking, wigs flipping. TikTok, 3 million people live reacting like ringmasters announcing, "Step right up, folks. Watch the madness unfold." Nobody was minding their business anymore because in this storyline, there is no business to mind. One moment, Chrisean was posting a cryptic message that felt like a confession mixed with a threat. The next moment, Blueface was dropping a petty tweet so sharp it could slice through steel. Fans were refreshing like they were disarming a bomb. Bloggers were typing like their keyboards owed them money. Even people who swore they were done with the drama were screen recording every update like government evidence. And the wildest part, every time the internet thought, okay, surely we've hit the peak, Chrisean and Blueface said, "Peak, baby, that was the warm-up," because then came a twist, a sudden post, a shocking claim, a live meltdown, a voice note leak, something so unexpected it felt like someone yanked the circus tent off the ground mid-show. But today was different. Today wasn't just messy. It wasn't just chaotic. It wasn't just entertaining. It was the moment both of them crossed a line nobody expected, a line nobody saw coming, a line that made every fan stop scrolling and whisper, from the very beginning. This entire situation didn't feel like normal celebrity drama. It felt like the opening episode of a chaotic docu-series where the narrator says, "And this is where everything went wrong." Chrisean and Blueface's energy had been unstable for months. But lately, the tension in the air was so thick it could have been sliced with one of those decorative knives influencers pretend they cook with. Fans sensed it immediately. There was an emotional hum underneath everything they posted, like the universe was whispering, "Brace yourself." The build-up started quietly, the way the biggest storms always do. Chrisean posted one of those cryptic captions that felt like a diary entry mixed with a threat, mixed with a breakup note written at Blueface responded with a shady tweet that had absolutely nothing to do with what she said but also somehow had everything to do with it. The back and forth wasn't loud in the beginning, but it vibrated across social media like a warning siren starting to warm up. Little leaks started dripping onto the internet. A friend went live and hinted at something big coming. A cousin commented under a repost saying, "Y'all not ready." A random fan page claimed they received a DM from someone close to the situation. It didn't matter if it was true, the internet inhaled it like oxygen. People stitched TikToks, wrote threads, circled screenshots, and attempted to solve the entire relationship like it was a murder mystery. Every move Chrisean made suddenly looked significant. Every silence from Blueface looked suspicious. But then a bigger crack appeared, an audio clip allegedly showing them arguing about something deeper than their usual chaos. Nobody knew if it was real, but the internet didn't care. Truth was optional. Drama was mandatory. Bloggers took that clip and ran with it like Olympic athletes training for gold. They posted breakdowns, exclusive interpretations, and exaggerated headlines that made it sound like the world was ending. Fans were fully invested now, no turning back. As all of this spiraled, Chrisean's posts got more emotional, more raw, more intense. At one point she wrote something that fans interpreted as a breakup, but Blueface, instead of clarifying or calming the situation, posted a video laughing with friends like nothing was happening at all. That single video poured gasoline on the fire. Fans thought he was mocking her. Others thought he was distracting himself. Some believed he was intentionally stirring the pot. Whatever his intention was, the internet decided it wasn't pure. Then came the moment that officially set the circus tent on fire. Chrisean went live. And not the playful, happy version of her. No, this was emotional, tired, frustrated Chrisean, the version who speaks from the soul and doesn't care who hears it. She talked about loyalty, betrayal, confusion, motherhood, and pressure. She cried mid-sentence, then laughed at the absurdity of her own situation, then cried again. It was raw. It was messy. It was captivating. Blueface saw the live, of course he did, and took exactly 3 minutes before responding with a post that didn't address anything she said, but still managed to irritate the entire internet. It was the type of response that makes people question whether he's doing it on purpose or if obliviousness is his superpower. Fans went ballistic. Screenshots, reactions, duets, watch parties, the content exploded everywhere. Suddenly, their relationship wasn't just a relationship. It had become a public spectacle with millions of spectators. People who had never cared about either of them were suddenly writing paragraphs about their psychological dynamics. TikTok therapists started analyzing their attachment styles. Twitter philosophers broke down their communication patterns. Even Facebook aunties chimed in with unsolicited life advice. And then something happened that truly shifted the energy. Someone close to Chrisean posted a message saying, "She'd been holding back for too long." That line rattled the internet like a loose bolt on a shaky roller coaster. People started theorizing that Chrisean was hiding something major, something that would flip the narrative entirely. Suspense rose like a fog no one could escape. Blueface, meanwhile, started posting more inconsistently, 1 minute acting unbothered, the next minute throwing shade, the next minute posting inspirational quotes like he hadn't caused half the chaos himself. Fans didn't know whether to laugh, cry, or block him for emotional safety. The contradiction made everything worse. Every post he made came off like he was poking at a wound still bleeding. Chrisean disappeared from social media for an entire day, which may not sound like much, but in internet time, that's a full year. Her absence created panic. Blogs asked where she was. Fans speculated. Conspiracy theories bloomed like weeds. Some said she was filming something. Others thought she was preparing a statement. A small subgroup genuinely believed aliens were involved, but she returned with something nobody expected, a picture of Junior with a caption that felt soft, vulnerable, and exhausted. It didn't address Blueface, but it felt like a message to him anyway. And that's when the tide of public opinion shifted. People weren't just watching drama anymore. They were choosing sides. The chaos didn't rise gradually, it skyrocketed so violently it felt like someone fired a cannon inside the circus tent. One moment people were casually scrolling, the next moment every app was drowning in hot takes, reaction clips, and memes so savage even the meme creators had to step back and admire their work. This wasn't drama anymore. This was digital warfare, and Chrisean and Blueface were the unwilling, unprepared ringmasters of a show that absolutely nobody asked for but everybody refused to miss. Celebrities were the first to pounce on the situation. A famous rapper tweeted, "This whole relationship got more plot twists than Marvel Phase 5. That single comment triggered an avalanche. Fans replied with GIFs, screenshots, and edits comparing Chrisean to a superhero on the brink of snapping. Another celebrity added, "They need a Zeus contract at this point," turning the entire internet into a roasting session. Suddenly everyone was making comparisons. Zeus fights, WWE rivalries, Kardashian meltdowns. Bravo reunions. Chrisean and Blueface had officially become the reference point for peak televised chaos. Meanwhile, TikTok exploded with creators reenacting their arguments in full dramatic monologues, complete with ring lights, fake tears, wigs, and dramatic music. Some people used puppets. Some used pets. One guy even used action figures. The creativity was unhinged and unstoppable. And as the comedic wave spread, the messy wave hit right behind it. Fan pages started posting exclusive leaks that may or may not have been completely fabricated. But again, the internet didn't care. If it looked juicy, it was reposted. Twitter, the birthplace of chaos, became a battleground. Opinions flew like folding chairs at a Zeus reunion taping. Half of the internet defended Chrisean, saying she was emotional because she cared. The other half defended Blueface, claiming he was tired of being misunderstood. A small group said they both needed prayer. An even smaller group said, "We just came for the memes." Nobody agreed on anything except one universal truth. This circus was elite entertainment. Then came a contradiction that blew everything open. Someone close to Blueface posted, "He was joking. Y'all took it too far." 5 minutes later, someone in Chrisean's circle posted, "Ain't nobody joking." Those two statements collided on the timeline like trucks going 90 miles per hour. Fans didn't know who to believe, so they believed everyone. The confusion fed the drama. Screenshots spread like wildfire. Misquotes became headlines. Headlines became TikTok theories. TikTok theories became Instagram reels. It was a chain reaction of pure chaos. Blueface added fuel by going live with a smirk on his face, answering questions with the kind of vague attitude that drives the internet insane. He shrugged, he dodged, he deflected, he laughed at comments. It felt like he was purposely stoking the fire. At one point he said, "People love drama more than truth," and within seconds, that line became an entire soundbite remixed into songs, edits, and memes. Fans clipped it, reposted it, mocked it, analyzed it. Some said he was gaslighting. Others said he was giving up. A few said he was trolling. Whatever it was, it did not help. Chrisean responded in the most Chrisean way possible by posting a video with no explanation. She didn't speak. She didn't caption it. She just looked emotionally exhausted, holding Junior with this mix of heartbreak and strength that made viewers instantly protective. That single video flipped the narrative again. Suddenly, the internet wasn't laughing, it was tearing up. Messages turned into support. Comments turned into encouragement. The storyline gained emotional weight that nobody expected, but the circus wasn't done. Oh, absolutely not. A leaked text thread allegedly between Chrisean and a friend appeared online. Whether it was real or not didn't matter, it spread instantly. The messages hinted that she felt betrayed, overwhelmed, trapped between motherhood and public scrutiny. Fans dissected every word like Bible verses. Some blamed Blueface. Some blamed fame. Some blamed both. But everyone agreed one thing. The emotional tension was escalating dangerously fast. Then a massive twist hit the timeline, a video from Blueface's mom reacting to the chaos. She ranted. She lectured. She shaded. She blamed. She cried. It was a full emotional roller coaster in 90 seconds. But the key moment was when she said, "They dragging a child into their nonsense." That statement flipped the internet upside down. Suddenly, the conversation shifted to Junior. People became more intense, more protective, more emotionally invested. The circus act wasn't funny anymore, it was personal. Another contradiction surfaced when someone from Blueface's past claimed, "He'd been dealing with stuff behind the scenes y'all don't know about." This quote created a second wave of confusion. Fans erupted with theories. Some thought Blueface was going through mental health struggles. Others believed he was deflecting accountability. Blogs used the quote to fuel articles. Drama pages plastered it everywhere. TikTok creators used it for storytime videos. The storyline now had a psychological angle. Meanwhile, an anonymous account posted, "Chrisean ain't innocent either." That comment ignited a third wave of chaos. Fans demanded receipts. Pages began digging into old streams, old posts, old interviews. Every little detail became evidence. Every argument became a case study. Every moment became a clue. And the circus transformed into a digital courtroom with millions of unqualified judges and no legal boundaries. Then Blueface threw the wildest punch yet. He posted a photo that many interpreted as a direct jab at Chrisean. It wasn't the content of the photo that caused uproar. It was the timing. The internet accused him of antagonizing her intentionally. Fans dragged him hard. Comment sections burned. Twitter issued digital pitchforks. TikTok reacted with dramatic breakdowns. Blueface responded with a shrug emoji, which may be the most dangerous emoji when used during drama. Chrisean clapped back without even speaking. She posted a screenshot of a Bible verse. That was it. No context. No explanation. But the internet treated it like a prophetic declaration. People speculated endlessly. Did she mean forgiveness? Did she mean war? Did she mean healing? Did she mean revenge? Nobody knew. Everyone guessed. Constantly. Then a rumor dropped, a rumor so wild it took over the entire internet for 3 hours straight. A podcast host claimed, someone close to them says the biggest secret hasn't even come out yet. That one sentence triggered a level of hysteria social media rarely sees. People started predicting possibilities. Fans created timelines. Bloggers made emergency posts. The circus was shaking. The tent ropes were snapping. The spotlight was overheating. At this point, celebrities couldn't resist anymore. One tweeted, "This storyline better than half the shows on Netflix." Another posted, "They need a group therapist, 3 security guards, and a break." The reactions were comedic gold. Fans laughed, but deep down they knew this wasn't entertainment, it was an unraveling. The climax hit when Chrisean went live again, calmer this time, but more intense. She didn't yell. She didn't cry. She didn't drag. She just spoke with a weight in her voice that made viewers sit up straight. She said things were not what they seem, that she was protecting her peace, and that the truth always shows up. That last line became the most quoted sentence of the day. Blueface responded in under 10 minutes. Of course he did. He said, "Cap. Just cap." One word. One explosion. Memes flooded timelines. Arguments reignited. Online chaos intensified beyond control. But no one expected the final twist of the escalation, a message from someone close to both of them stating, when the escalation reached its breaking point, the entire internet fell into a strange, breathless quiet, not because the drama ended, but because everyone sensed the shift. The storyline no longer felt like a circus show with flashy chaos and loud entertainment. It felt heavy now, like the aftermath of a storm that ripped through a city and left everyone standing in silence, trying to understand what was left. Chrisean and Blueface weren't just fighting anymore. They were unraveling publicly, emotionally, and painfully. The first sign of true fallout came from Blueface himself. He posted a long message, nothing cryptic this time, nothing sarcastic, but raw frustration wrapped in bitterness. He talked about pressure, fame, betrayal, and feeling unheard. People didn't know how to react. Some saw vulnerability. Others saw manipulation. But everyone agreed it was the most exposed he had ever sounded. The confident, joking, chaos-loving Blueface had vanished, replaced by someone cracking under the weight of the mess he helped create. Chrisean reacted in a completely different way. She didn't post words. She didn't rant. She didn't go live. Instead, she uploaded a silent video of herself praying beside Junior, her head bowed, shoulders trembling. It was the kind of video that stops you mid-scroll, the kind that pulls the emotion right out of your chest. The internet wasn't laughing anymore. Even the loudest critics softened. People began admitting that beneath the chaos, beneath the memes, beneath the circus tent, there were 2 human beings who were hurting deeply. That's when the alliances started shifting. Friends who previously supported Blueface began stepping back. Some unfollowed him quietly. Some made vague posts about choosing peace. Others didn't say anything at all, but the silence spoke loudly. Meanwhile, several of Chrisean's old friends reappeared, sending messages of support, posting old pictures, reminding her she wasn't alone. It was subtle at first, but by the end of the day, the lines had clearly redrawn. Professionally, things started collapsing too. A promoter canceled an upcoming appearance for Blueface due to unexpected circumstances. Fans knew what that meant. Drama this loud doesn't stay personal, it bleeds into business. Blogs reported tension between his management team. Someone claimed privately that they'd been urging him to shut down the internet noise for months. But Blueface never listened. Not until now, when the consequences finally started hitting. Chrisean, on the other hand, saw an unusual form of support surge toward her. Brands reached out quietly. Collaborators expressed interest. Even a streaming platform reportedly asked if she'd consider documenting her journey as a mother. Her pain, ironically, elevated her visibility. People weren't just watching the drama anymore, they were connecting to her struggle. They saw the cracks, the chaos, the fight, and they related to it. It made her more human in a world obsessed with perfection. Then came the emotional collapse, the one everyone feared but expected. Blueface's mother went live again, but this time she wasn't ranting. She wasn't dramatic. She wasn't messy. She was broken. She cried softly, saying she never wanted it to reach this point, that she wished her family could heal without the world watching, and that she feared Junior would grow up reading all of this someday. It was the first time the drama felt generational, not just a fight between two people, but a wound that stretched across an entire family tree. The internet reacted with an overwhelming mix of sympathy and frustration. Some blamed Blueface for pushing things too far. Others blamed Carlissa for escalating the situation. A few blamed fame itself. But regardless of who people pointed fingers at, everyone agreed the family was unraveling publicly in a way that didn't feel entertaining anymore. It felt tragic. Then, a shocking revelation emerged. Someone from Blueface's childhood spoke out anonymously, saying he grew up around chaos. That's why he can't see how much damage he creates now. This quote hit the internet like a gut punch. It added context nobody asked for but everyone needed. Suddenly, the storyline wasn't just about two